Could you put this in the broader context of the ongoing protests in Haiti and the connection to what's the crisis in Venezuela?
Yes. Well, Haiti is going through a terrible uprising, or a great uprising, maybe we could say, in large measure because the support that Venezuela provided Haiti, $4.3 million of cheap oil and cheap credit from basically 2008 till 2017 or beginning of 18, has finished. And
$4.3 billion?
$4.3 billion in oil was provided. Now, as we talked about here on Democracy Now!, at the time that we broke the story about that and the U.S. opposition to it, thanks to WikiLeaks documents we'd received, the program provided this money on very favorable terms. Haiti only had to pay 60% up front, and then 40% went into a thing called the Petro-Caribe Fund, which was repayable after 25 years at 1% interest. This money was supposed to be used for hospitals, clinics, schools, roads, any social benefit projects. This was the vision of Hugo Chavez, was to give Haiti the capital to develop itself, so it wasn't having to constantly turn to USAID or the IMF, et cetera. This money, though, was largely plundered by primarily the government of Michel Martelly of 2011 to 2016, basically brought in through the good services of then Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. And so demonstrations began asking, what happened to the Petro-Caribe money? Where did all this money go? Then in July of last year, they tried to hike the gas prices because the cheap Venezuelan oil is finished. And the IMF came in and said, you got to raise the prices if we're going to give you any more loans. And when they tried to do it, the people went ballistic, went in the streets for 3 days. Haiti was basically shut down. And Jovenel had to sacrifice his prime minister and bring in the new prime minister, who just was now ousted, Jean-Henri Séan. So that mobilization continued through the fall. In September, October, November, huge demonstrations. And then it began again in February, basically after Jovenel stuck a knife in the back of the Venezuelans after their exemplary solidarity by voting against Nicolas Maduro, saying he was illegitimate as part of a OAS, an Organization of American States, vote on January 10th. Until then, Haiti had not gone along with the U.S. campaign to oust Maduro, but they basically sided with Washington, and now Washington is doing everything to keep Jovenel propped up. Why did they make that
decision all of a sudden?
They were between a rock and a hard place because Washington was sort of sitting back. They hadn't come in to help denounce Maduro or line up against Maduro. But when they did, the U.S. began to support them in some way.